Hi there, good afternoon. You're watching Markets at Noon. I am Snehi Shah, and in fact, with me on the show is Ashesha, who's waiting by patiently on the other side to take us through what the halftime report is looking like for the market. Ashesha, markets are holding on to some gains. We've simmered slightly from the day's highest point, but nonetheless, 24,100 thereabouts is where we're at when it comes to the Nifty.
Well, yeah, 60 points higher for the Nifty 50, which is just shy of the 24,100 mark. And Nifty Bank is also holding on to gains of 330 points as we speak, 0.6% higher. Clearly turning out to be a good Wednesday for Indian equity markets. In terms of other sectoral movers and stock-specific action, first up, let's talk about the broader markets, which are outperforming as compared to the benchmark indices. So mid-cap index down up more than 1.2%, and small-cap index also holding on to gains of more than 1% in today's trading session. In terms of individual stocks, first up, let's talk about the gainers. We have Intraday aviation. Remember, crude oil prices have fallen in the global market, and that is aiding stocks like Intraday aviation, which is now up 3.5%. Trent is holding up with gains of 2.5%, and Asian Paints yet again on the back of fall in crude oil prices continues to surge in trade today. On the losing side, we have ONGC, L&T and Titan. L&T, remember, reported its numbers yesterday. Numbers were okay, but despite that, the stock is reeling under pressure, 3.5% lower for L&T as well. In terms of sectoral gainers, we have Pharma index, which is doing pretty well for itself in trade today. Wockhardt is up a whopping 13.5%. It reported its numbers over the weekend. The stock was reacting yesterday. Today as well, the stock is up another 13% in trade. Ajanta Pharma, again an earnings reaction, and Biocon is also holding up with gains of 3.5% on the back of that succession news that came yesterday. In terms of other gainers, we have GK Energy, which is in focus on the back of an order win. That stock is up 4%. SPNL Infra up 4% on the back of an order win. And SRF, that counter is reacting to its numbers and management commentary that has come in from the con call, which continues to remain positive with respect to outlook for FY27, and that is the reason that stock is also holding up. In terms of other earnings reaction, we have Raymond Realty up 15%. Coforge and Shoppers Stop are also holding on to gains of 9 to 11% in trade today. On losing side, we have something like United Breweries, where the numbers were weak. Management commentary is also on the cautious side on account of West Asia crisis. That stock is down 3%. Dalmia Bharat and Aadhar Housing Finance, all of them declining anywhere between 0.5 to 1.5% in trade today. Other newsmakers include Ajanta Pharma, KEI Industries and Lodha, all of them gaining anywhere between 2 to 6.5% in trade today. So we have a whole host of buzzers from the broader markets, especially on the back of fourth quarter results. But on the index level, we are trying to sustain above that 24,050 odd mark with gains of about 56 points in trade today.
Okay, Ashesha, so yet struggling to hold on to 24,100 with slightly off the day's high. But that was Ashesha who broke down what the stock market is doing right now, and in fact, which ones are the biggest buzzers at this hour. But on that note, it's time to slip into a very short break. We'll be right back on the other side with more, so stay tuned.